Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Green, and we're here to discuss this evening week 2 openings, how to get in everybody's way. That's what we need to do. The more bidding we do, the better it is. You can't be timid in this game of bridge. We really need to get going. And the more we can obstruct them, the better it is for everybody. But you've got to have certain parameters. And I want to go over the parameters of a week 2 opening. A week 2 opening should not have more than one outside feature. A feature is either an outside ace or king. You cannot have a singleton as well as an outside ace or king. The hand is too strong. Especially 6-4 shapes. I find 6-4 shapes are really good hands, and I would try to refrain from opening a week 2 if I have 2 outside features. An outside king and a singleton, their hand becomes too strong. Because to open a week 2 in first and second seat, we must have some control. I know there are people that have no control at all and just want to do it because they learned a new convention. But in first and second seat, I like to have 2 of the top 3, maybe 4 honors, so my partner knows what kind of a hand I have. In third seat, you can do anything you like. Even if you open with jack high. Somebody did that. I was directing a game and they opened 2 or 3 spades with just the jack, 1 point. And then they called me and said, that's a psych. Well, it's not a psych in third seat because anything goes in third seat. Partners passed. You can do what you like in third seat. But what's really interesting is that there's no week 2 in the fourth seat. So first and second, very important. We are controlled. We have 2 of the top 3 honors, maybe 4. Third seat, you can do what you like. Your partner's passed, and your partner mustn't expect a rose garden from you either. And in the fourth seat, there is no week 2s. No week 2s. The hand's ready to die. So when the hand's ready to die and we do open 2 hearts or 2 spades, we guarantee a full opening hand, 12 to 16 points, and a guaranteed 6 card suit. I'm going to load the first hand this evening and discuss board number 1. This is the perfect week 2. You have no outside feature, but you do have a singleton, which becomes like a kind of feature. But it's not a feature as an honor. All people ask for honors in features. They don't ask for singletons. So if we open 2 spades, and the next hand makes a take-out double, East guarantees shortage in spades and tolerance for 3 suits and an opening hand. Now, someone asked me the other day, how do we treat a week 2 opening if we want to bid? Well, I look at it this way. If you open a week 2, 2 diamonds or 2 hearts, and partner bids 2 spades, or over 2 diamonds bids 2 hearts, you treat it as if it was at the 1 level. But here's a hand where you don't know what suit to bid. So this is the clear take-out double. Now, you have to get really frisky here. Anytime you have 10 or more points in the week 2 opening and a singleton, you must block out as fast as you can. You're not bidding to make it. You're bidding to block them out. You don't care if you don't make the hand, because if you've got 10 trumps between you and the singleton heart, I bet you they're making 4 hearts. So this is another preemptive tool. You're furthering the preempt. So I don't ever bid it expecting to make it. I do it as a block out bid. So this is how we will bid the hand. It's going to go 2 spades by north, double by east, 4 spades by south. And now this hand, west, knows my partner said she's short in spades and she has tolerance for 3 suits. And I don't want to be bullied around. I think I have to bid 5 hearts. She's got to have at least 3 hearts in her hand, and you're not going to let them bite. You can't even double them in 4 spades. You've got no defense. So on this particular hand, knowing you have at least 10 hearts between you, partner guarantees you 3 hearts minimum. You must go to the 5 level and bid 5 hearts. And now the person who's opened a week 2 is barred for the whole auction. And the person who bid 4 spades is never going to undo what she did in the first place. And we're going to let them play in 5 hearts. Now we push them to the 5 level. And we leave the ace of spades. Ace guarantees the king. And you want to look at the dummy. Looking at the dummy, you know that if partner bid 4 spades, that you have 10 trumps between you, and that the second spade will not survive. So your partner must help you as in defense. And looking at this dummy, you want a diamond. So you throw away the queen. That queen of spades is a signal. And we're going to be doing signals soon. Attitude, suit, preference, and cut. That queen says to partner, hey, partner, don't continue spades. It's never going to live because I told you we had 10 trumps, but I want a diamond. And if you get very lazy and decide, I don't know what my partner's doing, look what happens if you continue the suit and don't do what your partner asks you. All right? And they're going to rough it. So let's look at the losers. We've lost 1 spade trick. We've got no heart losers. We're missing the king and the queen of diamonds. And we've got no club losers. So let's draw the trumps. So all the trumps are gone. Now, you want to know that you haven't got 2 diamond losers. If you play the diamonds yourself, they will have a card to get out. So what you're going to do is you're going to do what's called stripping the suits. So we play to the high card from the short side first. Then we play another one to the ace. And now you're going to trump the 3rd club. And that is called stripping the suits. Now, you don't have spades, you don't have clubs, and now you can set up a beautiful end play. You can play the jack of diamonds or a small one, it doesn't matter. And they're going to play low. And now what's going to happen? If they come back a diamond, they're going to make all the tricks and they're going to make 5 hearts. If they come back a club, you get what's called a ruff and a discard. Now, I want to talk about how to discard when somebody gives you a present. Let's say they come back the queen of clubs. You always discard from the shorter suit, not the longer suit. So you throw away this losing diamond and you trump this in the dummy. And now you're making the hand. But if we go back, and I'm going to go back for you, if you don't follow your partner, she'll be real upset about it. Because now you can't do a strip and an end play. You ask for a diamond, she must follow you. And now they can never make it.
Linda, why does the queen of spades ask for a diamond?
Because you know that there are 2 remaining suits in the dummy. Clubs and diamonds. A very low spade would ask for a club, and a very high spade would ask for a diamond. It's called a suit preference signal. And you're going to learn it in the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm going to be teaching you about suit preference signal, attitude, and count. And we need to learn how to defend. It's part of defense. So let's go back to what happened after the lead of the ace of spades. Once you've let that king of spades, it's all over. Partner demanded out of the 2 remaining suits, excluding the trump suit, please will you play a diamond? You play a diamond, you play low. The percentage of split honors, king in one hand, queen in the other, is 75%. But now you can get out. You can play back a trump, you can play back a club, and now they're always going to lose 2 diamond tricks, and now they're going to go 1 down in 5 hearts. They're not going to make 5 hearts. They have to lose 2 diamond tricks. But before that, if you strip the suits, they're in play. Are there any questions on this hand? Partner's not going to go to 4 spades as a preemptive tool without the law showing 10 trumps between you. You have to have 10 trumps between you. You're
So
not asking for another spade. It's a suit preference signal. Any questions, anyone? I don't see who asked questions. So don't be shy.
So Linda, quick question for you. Is it better to go to 5 hearts and possibly get set and with a double, or is it better to just let them have the 4 spades?
I'm never letting them have the contract. When I got a 7-card suit in a singleton and my partner made a takeout double, no ways am I ever passing. Because you know that with 10 trumps minimum between you, you've got no defense. You've got no defense. So if you have to look at the hand from that point of view, you've got 1 heart loser, 1 diamond loser, and 2 club losers, but you can make 4 hearts. So going 1 down in 4 spades is a very good score when you can make 4 hearts. So if they go to 4 spades and you go 1 down, you've got to try and make this hand. And if they don't know how to defend this hand, you're going to make 5 hearts. It all adds up to the law of total tricks, knowing that you've got no defense and you've got great shape. Does that answer your question? Or not really?
No, it does. Perfect. Thank you very much.
You sure? Okay. Anybody else? Well, I love questions. I'm not scared to answer. Let's go. Next one. All right. We're going to look at hand number 5. And that is a typical week 2. You don't have to have an outside king at all. You could open a week 2 hearts without that king. As long as you have, I'd say 5 or 6 to 11 points, and you don't have too many features. I would definitely open the hand 2 hearts, and it's going to go pass. Now, what constitutes you bidding to find out how good is partner's week 2? I'm going to tell you this now, and people can't believe what I'm telling you. Points are irrelevant. I can give you 16 points, 17 points, 18 points. That is not what we're looking for over a week 2. We are looking for a minimum of 3.5 to 4 defensive tricks. And here you have 4 defensive tricks. An ace, king, an ace, and an ace. I have an 8-card fit. So I know we have an 8-card heart suit. So what you need to do is the following. If your partner's just got hearts, we're going to make a try. And 2-note trump is never to play. It asks a question. Partner, do you have an outside feature? Now, if you didn't have an outside feature, you would bid 3 hearts and partner will pass. Because you're not going to make a game if partner doesn't have an outside feature. But when you do have an outside feature, you're going to bid 3 diamonds and say, partner, I have an outside diamond card for you. And you looking at the ace must know that it's most probably the king. And with no compunction whatsoever, you're going to now go to 4 hearts. And that's going to be the contract. Now, I have a thing about this, but don't quote me. Maybe I shouldn't tell all of you. It's been recorded. But if I have a feature over a major, I don't tell people where it is. I don't want them to know my business. So I just bid 4 hearts. Because my partner's going to bid 4 hearts anyway. So I might as well do it anyway. But that's over a major. That's the way I feel. I don't want them knowing anything about my business. Because if I show them the feature, partner's going to go to a game anyway. So that is entirely up to you if you want to do that. But over a minor, you've got to show a feature because we're looking for no trouble. So looking at the hand we're going to set up is the hand with the long heart suit. So in the heart suit, we've got two losers, the king and the jack. In the spades, we have none. In the diamonds, we have none. And in the clubs, we have two. That is your master hand. The one with the long trumps is the hand you want to develop and make the good hand. And they are going to lead the queen of clubs. And the reason you lead the queen is you've got a more solid suit than the diamond suit. They've already shown a feature in diamonds. They haven't shown anything in clubs. So you're going to lead the queen of clubs. And you are going to take the ace. And it's your duty, whether you're playing in a suit contract or a no trump contract, always to unblock with a doubleton. Always unblock with a doubleton. You're not to play the two. That allows you to get to partner and get extra club tricks. If you don't put the king on the ace, you may get blocked. And partner will never see those clubs again. Not on this hand, but on others. Now we've got to try and eliminate some losers. So when I have a 8 card major suit fit, and I'm missing the king, and I'm missing the jack, I want you to practice your finesses. A deep finesse. The 8, the 9, and the 10 are all the same value, as well as the 7 and the 6. So we're going to play the high card from the short side first. They're going to play second hand low, which is going to be one of our topics soon. And you're going to play the 4. And that is called a deep finesse. You don't mind losing to the jack or the king, but we really would like to make as many as we can. And when that happened, you are so happy because the king jack was in one hand. How exciting was that? Now you can put in the queen. That's called a deep finesse, double finesse. And then you take the ace and you're really excited now. And you don't care what happens after that. And all you're going to lose in this hand is 2 club tricks. You've got no spade losers, no diamond losers, and you're going to lose 2 tricks and you're going to make 5. Now, if the hearts are not favorable, there's nothing you can do about it. But we've got to try and pick up the king and the jack with an 8 card fit. If you have a 9 card fit, you're not taking a deep finesse, everybody. You're going to play straight to the queen and hope the king is under the queen to make 9 tricks in that suit. Are there any questions, anybody?
Yes, question.
Yes.
Do you ever teach the rule of 17?
No, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't believe in it. It doesn't work. And so many people have come to me, but
There were 2 examples in this game where it did work.
A lot of people. It does work.
There were 2 examples in this round, in these rounds where
Maybe
it
on
did
this
work.
one because you've got controls. But what about the soft cards that you have and you've got 17 points? It doesn't work.
The rule of 17, as I was taught it, you add your high card points and the number of your partner's bid suit. And if together they equal 17, then you go to game.
You've got to have tricks. I do not apply the rule of 17. In order to apply and want to make a game try, you need at least 3.5. An ace queen is 1.5 to 4 quick tricks. I never do it. But I do block out at the 4 level with very few tricks to block them out. And that wasn't to make. That was just to block them out from the bidding. But I don't apply the rule of 17. I want you to have quick tricks. You can try the rule of 17. I've seen it fail many times. Because if you're sitting with queens and jacks, where are the tricks? You lose the first 4 aces or something. It doesn't work. It does not work. It may work on this hand. because you've got controls, ace, king, ace, ace,
Mhm.
but it doesn't always work. So you can apply both if you wish. That's entirely up to you. If any of you have heard of the losing trick count, I don't know if anybody's learned it or heard of it. I don't think any of you have. I apply that as well. And that works very, very well in week 2s. Any questions?
Hey, Linda, so on this one, our opponents bid open with 2 hearts, then South bid 2 no trump, and then North went to 3 no trump, and they played 3 no trump with extra tricks.
I can't help that. One day it'll backfire. One day it will backfire. You always want to play in the 8-card suit, because normally you never have an entry. If you've got just ace, queen, 10 to 6 and their hearts don't break, you can take that hand and throw it against a wall. You will never make a trick out of that hand. So when you play week 2s, you should always play in the major suit, because that's the hand that's got no entries. I would never play in no trump, never. And you certainly can't play in no trump with a singleton heart either, unless you've got 9 tricks in your own hand as a responder. You will never play in no trump. It should not make.
Linda,
right.
on losing trick count, did you say that was only used with a week 2?
No, I use it for week 2s. I use it for week 2s, and it's been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a godsend, and I like it a lot. But I don't want to go into that today.
Okay.
We'll talk
Thank you.
about it another time. Maybe one day we'll do it. But
Okay.
it really works out very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bronya. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Bronya. What do you feel about the losing trick count in week 2s?
So I wasn't actually going to talk about losing trick count. I was more going to talk about the importance of the entry to be able to set up the suit and how
Well,
important that is.
That's
And
what
so
I
that's-
said.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Linda. Is that
Oh,
that's why if you don't have entries to your hand, you must be playing in the suit rather than in no trump. If you have entries
yeah,
to your
that
hand,
hand's dead.
then- yeah, that's all I wanted to
Yes.
agree with that point.
But you like the losing trick count for week 2s?
I don't think I ever used losing trick count in my life, so I don't
Oh,
know
you kidding?
if I like
God,
it or
I've
not.
changed
I just
people's bridge overnight. They've never seen bridge the same way again.
well, I'll have you
Never.
have to teach me, Linda, and then we'll go play and and we'll see how it works.
Oh my God, it's so fantastic. Okay, so let's get on to the next hand. We've done 2 and we're going on to number 8. And then I want to just discuss one of the other hands, just to show you what I think you should be doing. This is hand number 8.
Yes.
All right.
That's what I wanted to know.
So South passes. And you have a lovely week 2 in diamonds. You bid 2 diamonds. You must push them up. The more you can push them up, the better. And looking at this hand, North's not coming in the bidding. And now East has a very good hand, and the King of Diamonds is the key card. If you keep to what I told you about first and second seat, opening with at least 2 of the top honors, you already know you have 6 diamond tricks. You have 2 spades is 8. Maybe 1 club is 9. And that's why we all think no trump. We don't play in minors. Our whole purpose of this bridge game is to look for no trump or a major suit fit. Minors, as I said, you need a letter from a doctor and a note from your mother. Forget it. So here is a perfect example. You would bid 2 no trump. Partner, I'm asking you a question. It's never to play. I want to know, how good are you? Do you have an outside feature? And now over minors, I always show my feature. I've got 3 hearts. I've got a feature in hearts, partner. And that's all partner wanted to hear. And now partner goes to 3 no trump with glee. And there you go. So you can count 6 diamonds, 2 spades or 8, and maybe a club is 9. And as for the heart feature, you never know, it may be an ace, but I don't like to really open a week 2 with 2 aces. Yeah, I like to have one ace, not two aces. I think two aces make the hand too strong. But if I had the king, queen of diamonds, I don't mind having an outside ace. But I still prefer this one. All right, and you're going to get the lead. Now, there's no fourth highest. I don't think we've got leads on our program yet, but we'll talk about it. There is no such thing as a fourth highest lead when you miss one card, the 10 of hearts. Missing the 10 of hearts, queen, jack, 9, or jack, 10, 8, it's considered in suits and no trumps a full sequence. Never lead fourth highest, please. Never, ever. You count that as a full sequence. Now you're looking at the 10 in your hand. If you cover the king, they're going to take 5 heart tricks. They're going to swallow up your 10 of hearts, and it's going to go queen of hearts, king of hearts, ace of hearts, back comes a heart, and they capture your 10 with the 9, and you're going to go down the drain. Now, let's look at that 10. That 10 is a very important card. You must block the suit. Do not cover. Because the next time, if they do not put up the ace, which is wrong, they're wrong. The next time, if they play the jack, you will put up the king and your 10 will be a trick. And if they play a low one, you're going to go low because you know where the jack is. And you'll always have a stopper. But let's undo this, because part of defense is when you have a doubleton, please unblock the suit. I know you want to let partner win the trick, but you've got to put up that ace to unblock the suit. You've only got a doubleton, and I'll show you why. Okay, now we need to run for our life. We've got one heart trick. We've got 6 diamonds. I presume they're breaking 3 and 2 because that's the way we expect them to break, having an odd number missing. And we've got 2 spades. So we've got 6 diamonds. 1 heart is 7 and 2 spades are 9. And you then play a club because whoever's got that ace of clubs may beat you. And you don't want to take a chance. So on this line of play, you're only going to make 9 tricks. You can't afford to give up the club. But look what happens if you don't play the ace. They're going to make an over trick. They're going to make 10 tricks. And it's the rule of the game. Unblock with a doubleton. Whether it's an ace, whether it's a king, you must unblock. But let's say you don't unblock. And it goes 8. And it goes 2. Now, whatever you do, we don't care. If you play back the jack, she doesn't know it's just the ace, right? She doesn't know. And the 10 becomes a stopper. Now she can't play the hearts anymore. And what are we going to come back? You're either going to come back a spade or a club. Now we're on easy street. Why? Because we're still controlling the heart suit. So let's say she comes back the spade. Interior sequence, top. You win the ace. And while you are in control of every single suit, remember in no trump, we keep our winners and we dig up our treasures. I don't want to squeeze myself. I've got to find a few discards. I think I can afford it. I can. Right, I'm going to start on the diamond. And I've got 2 diamonds here. I'm in total control. But if I had to squeeze myself, I would play the club early. Let's test the diamonds. And that's good. They all break. So now we've got to find 4 discards. So on the queen of diamonds, you're going to throw away a spade. And remember, I taught you in no trump, keep your winners and dig up your treasures. And we're going to do this again. We don't know what's going to happen. You'll throw a spade away. I played high-low in clubs, but that doesn't help anyway because they've still got the 10 of hearts. Never void yourself of a suit. Never. You have to throw a heart away. Now you throw the 10 of clubs away. Never leave yourself with a void. Never. Now you're in control. You control the spade suit, you control the heart suit, and now you can make 10 tricks because partner never unblock that beautiful heart suit. Give them the ace, and you can claim 10 tricks now because you're still in control of the heart suit. Any questions, everybody?
I have to say thank you, Linda. I didn't know that the 2-no trump after week 2 is asking a question.
Always.
I
Always.
wanted to go to no trump myself,
Hmm?
but I didn't have a heart stopper.
Right. So 2 now asks for a feature.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So
Well,
when
that's great.
my partner bid the week 2, and I wanted to go to no trump.
So what did you finish up in?
I went to 3 diamonds, I think.
Oh
4
my God.
diamonds. 4 diamonds.
Shame.
Went to 4 diamonds because
Okay.
yeah.
Are there any questions on this hand? I'm just going to discuss one more hand with you about week 2s, and then we will call it a day. Any questions?
Can I just interject something? Because unfortunately I have to leave and I wanted to say something at the end of the meeting, but I can't wait till the end. And I just want to say how much we appreciate you guys coming to these games and how much we love these games and how much fun it is to play bridge at a bridge club. Okay. It's fun to play bridge and you guys are closer to ready than you think you are. So I just want to encourage you all to find your local bridge club and go play bridge. And I just want to thank Linda because I think she's just so amazing and she does such a great job. And I love coming in here to listen to these lessons. So I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to talk about board 12 for one reason. I want you to learn about the block out bid over week 2s because we need to block people out. We got to make life hard for them. And it's not an invitation. So looking at board 12, partner's going to open this hand 2 hearts, week 2. And it's going to go pass. And when the bidding goes pass, before they can come in, it might not work on this hand, but it works on many, many hands. First of all, you're not vulnerable, they are vulnerable. Before you pass, you know that according to the law, you have 9 hearts between you. So as long as you've got 9 hearts, you need to be able to block them out now. If you pass 2 hearts, they might come in with 2 spades, they might come in with 3 diamonds, and now they found their niche, but now they can't find it. Because the minute you bid 3 hearts, it is no such thing as an invitational bid over a week 2. And that is what I want to emphasize, everybody. There is no invitation. The only way we can find out is by using our 2-no trump. But there is no invitation. It says, partner, you're not invited to the party. I am blocking them out now. And that's what I want to show everybody. You block them out because if they've got spades, they may come in with spades, they may come in with diamonds, and now it's another story. Are there any questions? I just wanted to bring that up for you today.
And Linda, question. It came up in one of our games, and we chatted about it after the hand was over while we're waiting. Similar to this, that East in a similar situation with 3 hearts bid 4 hearts. What would you need in East to bid 4 rather than 3 here?
Okay, there's 2 things. I'll tell you what you need. Number 1, on this hand, you 4-3-3-3. You need shape. I'm a great teacher on shape. Shape's number 1. You need a singleton. You need 4 trumps. And if you don't have 4 trumps and you've only got 3, I don't mind you going to 4, but then you need quick tricks. So that is what I want you to know. So that is the most important thing, is that if you have only 3 and you've got shape, a singleton, a doubleton, you will bid 4. But if you don't have shape, you need the high tricks, the amount of tricks to be able to go to 4. So on Thursday, when I give you some more hands, I'm going to see how you handle some of them, because this is the question you're asking me. What do we do? We have a singleton in partner suit. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Well, you're going to see on Thursday. So I would never think of ever going to game without quick tricks. I know my partner's weak. So why would I want to go up to go down? I don't want to do that. I would never do that.
You
On
said
this
3.5 quick tricks. Is that what you asked the partner to have?
Yes, minimum.
Yeah.
An ace queen together is 1.5. A king outside is a half, but I like quick tricks. An ace is a full quick trick. An ace king together are 2 quick tricks. So I don't want you to be a slave to point count, everybody. Because when I give lessons, this morning I gave a 6-5 shape. I mean, it's just dynamite. And they said, but look how many points we've only got. I said, that doesn't matter. Points doesn't come into this game. The whole fun about this game is making contracts without 26 points, all on shape. That is why I want you, sometimes if my partner opens a week 2 spade, and I've got 4 spades with my partner in a singleton somewhere, I bid 4, and sometimes I make it. And we only had between us like 17, 18 points. Because she had shape, I had shape, and points didn't even come into the equation. So I want you to be more aware of quick tricks when it comes to responding to week 2s. And remember the most important thing. Never, ever play in no trump unless you have 9 tricks in your own hand. Always play in the week 2 suit, because that hand will become dead if you have no entry to play in their suit. Thanks, everybody. Any more questions?
We go to
How
board
about
7.
board 11?
Okay.
Board
go for
11?
Board 11, yeah. Because
Okay.
the best board was playing in spades, and the question is, how did East get to bid spades? There was
Okay, East got to bid spades because West made a takeout double. That's why. On board 11, it went 2 hearts, and West made a takeout double, an opening hand and shortage in hearts, tolerance for 3 suits. You now bid 3 hearts to block them out on the law. We've got 9 trumps between us, and I'm blocking them out. Now, you mustn't be swayed by that. You've got a long spade suit. Your partner knows how many points in this deck. If you've got the double, the other person's bid, the other one is weak. If your partner wanted to go to game, she would go 4 spades. So we are just competing against 3 hearts. And that's how you get into 3 spades. It is not a contract that you want to push partner into game. You haven't got the points to go to game, but you do want to bid. You're not going to ever settle out for 3 hearts on this hand because you've got no defense. Look at that 7-card spade suit and a singleton. And that's how it happened. What happened with you, sir?
No, I didn't double, and that was the problem. I bid diamonds over the hearts.
No. Now listen very carefully. That is another no in bridge. All my overcalls, and we're going to do overcalls soon. All my overcalls at the 2 level guarantee a 6-card suit and at least 2 honors. And this is going to the 3 level. No ways do you bid 5-card suits at that level. Never. And that's what happened. You can't recover. So I don't overcall. Don't look at points. I want shape. You need length. You need length to overcall. And when I teach you overcalls, I want you to learn about suit quality. Once you learn suit quality, you're going to use it for week 2s, preempts, overcalls. It's very useful, but we're not going to do it tonight.
So repeat that overcall at the 2 level. You should have, do that again,
6.
Linda, please.
6 and 2 honors.
6, including 2 honors in that suit?
In that suit, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Can we go to board 7 just for a second? It's an easy question.
Okay. I'll put it up, sure. You're having fun.
Yeah. Let's just see here. My question's going to be, I'm south, and I didn't open 2 diamonds because I thought you needed to have a good suit. In other words, 2 of the top 3 or 3 of the top 5. And what I noticed in reviewing is everybody else did do 2 diamonds in this board 7 in the south position. So is there something else that should get me away from that good? Because I think I heard you talk about it too, Linda.
I've spoken to you in the past in a couple of our last few discussions that as long as you fall into the line of suit quality and it adds up to that level. So if you have 6 diamonds and 2 honors, not points, the number of honors, which is 2.
Yeah.
It adds up to 8. You can bid it at the 2 level. If you have a 7-card suit and 2 honors, it adds up to 9. You can open at the 3 level. If you
Okay.
have an 8-card suit and 2 honors, it adds up to 10. So today someone had a very bad 7-card heart suit, but only 1 honor. So that didn't add up to a preempt because they only had 1 honor, and they asked me, should I open 3 or 2? And I said, because you've only got 1 honor, you should open 2, not 3. Now, this hand is very important because a new suit's 100% forcing. It would go 2 diamonds, pass, and now you bid 2 hearts, which is forcing for 1 round. It usually shows a 5 or 6 card suit. And you will never deny support with support. You're now going to bid 3 hearts. Now the north hand has a double fit, diamond fit, heart fit, and a singleton. And now you should go 4 hearts. New suits are 100% forcing after a week 2 or a preempt for 1 round only.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. See you Thursday.
Thank you, Linda.
Pleasure. Hope you had fun.
Yes.